Devin, one of the fears when you have a young franchise quarterback and you're hiring a new coach is that you're going to hire a coach who's kind of playing a little Trojan horse game with you as it relates to how much he likes the quarterback that he currently has. And then when he gets there and he gets his 5-year, fully guaranteed contract, all of a sudden, he don't like him that much anymore. In this cycle, though, let's think about what his options were. Now, unless the Bears really were so far and above beyond the Raiders or the Jaguars that money, wasn't the sole factor, you look at the quarterbacks. If you like Trevor Lawrence, you could have gone to Jacksonville. Now, the whole Trent Baalke thing might have been a major impediment for Ben Johnson there. But if you really like Trevor Lawrence, if this is the guy you think you can win a championship with, then that's where you go. Or if you want a clean slate at quarterback, and there's somebody in the draft you like that you think you can get, or there's a free agent you'd like to add, you can go to Las Vegas, and you can go anywhere you want to go. So you go to Chicago because Caleb Williams is the guy. Caleb Williams is your guy. Caleb Williams is the guy you would take if you could take anyone whatsoever, and who knows if he feels that strongly. But he was talking during that clip at the top of the show about mobility. The off-schedule stuff is critical because the best quarterbacks can run the play that's called, and then in those moments where the play that's called is not there, what do? They make something happen. We saw flashes of that in the preseason from Caleb Williams. Once the season got going, not quite as much on a regular basis, but, Jared Goff is in the category of guy who can run the play that's called, and if the play that's called isn't there, it's over. Caleb Williams is in the other category, and that's why I think Ben Johnson is attracted to that. He can take Caleb Williams to a higher level than he took Jared Goff. And he's the guy that took Jared Goff from the guy that Sean McVay could not wait to get rid of, the guy that they attached a first-round pick to get him off of the Rams roster when they acquired Matthew Stafford. McVay was done. He had reached his limit. That's it. I talk all the time about reaching my lifetime limit of certain things. McVay reached his lifetime limit of coaching Jared Goff. Get him out of here. Ben Johnson took him and made him into a franchise quarterback. If he can do that with Goff, all due respect to Goff, if he can do that with Goff, after what McVay hit by way of a barrier, he can do a lot with Caleb Williams. So I think that really is the truth, that he wants to work with this guy. He wants to take him to the highest level possible. He wants to give the Bears their first franchise quarterback since Sid Luckman.
And it's unique because you got to think about where Jared Goff was mentally, too, when he got to Detroit. It had to be this feeling of nobody wants me. All right, how long am I going to be in Detroit? Because I'm probably just going to be the bridge quarterback that they go and find the next quarterback. I mean, that was the thought for everybody. So Ben Johnson, not only the plays and what he's saying to you, but the thought of like he's getting this kind of fragile player who just took a team and went to the Super Bowl, and everything coming out of it was, man, we went to the Super Bowl despite having you. Like, you weren't the reason. It was just that feeling. Now, on the other end, I think of Caleb Williams and the situation he had last year in Chicago, whether it was, I think it was a Monday night game where they're playing and he's getting beat up a little bit. He's on the sideline. He's laying on his side. Just all of the things that have come out and the way his rookie year went, it just looked overall hard on him. Looked like he struggled a little bit to handle everything that was happening. And now you get a guy like Ben Johnson in there that'll be working closely with him. And you think about what he had to do to get Goff to where he was. You should have so much confidence, not only the plays and the system that he's going to bring, but how to help Caleb Williams become a pro, how to help him become a better leader, and the things that he'll have to do. I just think back to just the interviews and how we've watched Goff over the last few years of being in Detroit. Like, he's totally changed last year when we had that playoff game and the different specials that he was talking about going into this matchup and Matthew Stafford coming back to Detroit. Like, there was this feeling that Jared Goff was this super confident guy, and that's how he went and played in those games, and the Detroit fans rallied behind him. But I think they rallied behind the guy because he showed the confidence to go out there and deliver. And I think that's what Ben Johnson's going to have to do a little bit with Caleb Williams. There's going to have to be a little bit of this more assertive personality and everything about him when he's on the football field, his body language. Like, the quarterback, how he acts, how he performs, how he's moving, like everything kind of resonates and goes throughout the whole team, especially on game day. And I think that's something Ben Johnson's going to help Caleb Williams with when his teammates see him, when the outside, the media, the fans, and when they see him, they see this guy that they feel so confident that can go win a Super Bowl, kind of like what the Washington fan base and the whole area looks at when they see Jaden Daniels. And I think Caleb Williams has that kind of talent, and I think Ben Johnson will help him. Hey, we're going to start making a lot of the easy plays. The easy plays out of there, we're going to take them. And then there's going to come times where I throw in a play, nothing's going to be there. I want your magic to take over then. But let me help you get 50 easy plays in the game. And then the rest, the maybe 10 to 12 to 15 plays that you can go and be Caleb Williams, I want you to do that. And I think that's the key to success for Caleb Williams and Chicago Bears. And Ben Johnson's going to help bring that.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.